It's time for the Wendy Williams Show. Today, another edition of Hot Talk. This time, it's Wendy's most outrageous panel yet. Plus, the ladies of the Jersey Shore, JWoww, Dina, and Sammy dish on the final season. And new details in the epic Nicki Minaj-Mariah Carey Idol feud. Now, here's Wendy.
It's another wonderful day here at Wendy, and we've got more details that have emerged about that American Idol feud between Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey. Plus, Chris Brown's long-suffering girlfriend has finally had enough. It's about time. Let's talk about that and more. It's time for Hot Topics. Everybody relax. So, was I the only one who watched almost the whole presidential debate last night? Almost the whole thing? I was talking to a few friends of mine, you know, very cerebral people, and some of them were like, oh, 5 minutes of it, or I'm not watching it all, or so, you know, I was kind of shocked at that. But it's the first of 3, so if you didn't watch last night, you got 2 more to go. It was the most tweeted political event in U.S. history. Most people agreed that Mitt Romney won the debate last night, and I like to keep my political views completely to myself, but I'm always up for a fashion debate. So one thing that I did notice is that both candidates have very presidential style, which sometimes can be very bland. And, you know, it is what it is. If they dress too well or too flashy, they send the wrong message. So they play it safe, which is probably very important. But wouldn't it be more interesting if they dress fly and flashy? like, say something like Kourtney Kardashian's baby's father, Scott Disick. Imagine if President Obama wore that suit to the debate. And you know, imagine if Governor Romney showed up in a Scott Disick special. How would that look? Are these the people you'd be voting for? Anyway, all in all, last night was only round 1. We got 2 more rounds to go. But there is one presidential contest that has already been decided, and that was the Michelle Obama versus Ann Romney head-to-toe bake-off in Family Circle magazine. Did you guys hear about the presidential bake-off? Okay. Well, Michelle's recipe includes white and dark chocolate chip cookies made with Andy's candies, and as I found out, a smattering of almond, which was left out of the recipe, and the Andy's candies. And then Ann Romney's recipe was made with M&M and oatmeal cookies. And are you ready for the results? Okay, so look. No, wait, look. So, by only 287 votes, the smallest margin ever, Michelle's cookie recipe won over Ann Romney's cookie recipe. However, being the fat ass booty that I am, so first I'll try the First Ladies. I haven't tried these yet. Oh. All due respect, the Andy's candies are throwing my taste buds off. Come over here in your go-go boots. Come on, Suzanne. Look at Suzanne's boots. Look at her, she's funky. That's Mrs. Romney.
I tasted the wrong one.
Why, are you allergic?
No.
This is the oatmeal cookies. Did you wash your hands? I'm not gonna eat yours.
No.
Watch it.
They're both good.
How did you lose all your pregnancy weight that fast? And they're not both good. You have to vote for one or the other.
I don't like the Andy
Me neither, Mrs. Obama, all due respect. I think they let you win because you're the first lady. Mrs. Romney's, here, why don't you pass them around to the front row? Can we do that? Okay. We'll ask you what you thought a little bit later on. We're gonna continue with our hot topics now though. Suzanne, just give them the tray. Come on back over and encourage people to clap. So cute. Okay. There's more fallout from this messy fight between Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj. TMZ is reporting that both sides are blaming one another. I'm already tired of talking about this story, but I feel obligated to talk about it now because people were like killing it yesterday. We talked about it here on Hot Topics. No, I don't believe that it was a made-up story, but I do believe that the American Idol, that's the show, right? American Idol? That the American Idol people leaked the footage purposely. Sources close to Nicki say that Mariah is constantly berating her, even calling her the B word. She says that Mariah keeps focusing all the praise on herself instead of the contestants. I don't know whether this is true or not, but if she's focusing praise on, you know, how many #1s she's had and how many Grammys she's had, I mean, she's earned her right, not for nothing. But we'll be the judge when we finally see the show. And other sources are saying that Nicki is ranting that Nicki's rants went beyond name calling to death threats. Some sources say that Nicki said, "If I had a gun, I'd shoot her." American Idol producer Nigel Lithgow is saying that the whole thing is garbage. None of this is true. And yesterday's auditions, he said, went peacefully. But we didn't ask about yesterday. We asked about the day before, Mr. Lithgow. And look, sources are also saying that over at Idol, people are very embarrassed by the outburst. And now everyone's on their best behavior. But Nicki told sources that the next time Mariah acts up, she's walking off the set. Nicki, you'll have to choose something else because Britney's already done that. So yeah, you have to do something else besides walk off the set. Anyway, all the drama is going to make us watch even harder. So what you wanted to accomplish, you've accomplished. And hopefully you all will make nice, but not too nice. And we'll be watching. So, remember yesterday we were talking about Chris Brown and his romance with Rihanna is rumored to be back on, and they were in the bathroom at the club for like 20 minutes the other night doing whatever they were doing, alone in there, with the bodyguard standing outside guarding the door. Well, Chris's relationship with his girlfriend Karrueche is reportedly off. Thank goodness, you know, because she's that long-suffering girlfriend. So what they're saying is that Rihanna and Chris were together last night at the Jay-Z concert. We've got the footage, or the picture. See, there they are. And now Radar Online is reporting that Karrueche has had enough of Chris Brown's antics and has dumped him. She's tired of being publicly humiliated. She tweeted that there's a difference between a man and a boy, and I prefer a man. She also tweeted last night, "Bye-bye, baby." So good for her. And yeah. Good for you, Karrueche. So now, have you guys been watching Real Housewives of Miami? Yeah. No. Be honest. Okay, did you watch it the first time around? Yes. See, I wasn't that interested the first time around, but this new franchise, I mean, you know, they've swapped out some of the girls, like Scottie Pippen's ex-wife or wife or whatever is not on it anymore. There are a few different women. These women are really interesting this season in Miami. I have to tell you. There's this one woman, her name is Joanna Krupa, and she's a Polish model, and she's worth $3 million from her modeling career. She also competed in season 9 of Dancing with the Stars, which I don't remember that. You remember that? Oh, see, I don't remember that one. Well, you know, she's engaged to a nightclub owner, and she gets drunk, and she acts out, so which means she's fun. And she's now making some other headlines as well. She's striking back against the website that's accusing her of being a high-priced prostitute. The website the website quotes that a man who claims to have had sex with her for $10,000 through an escort agency is now the one speaking up. He says that Bravo should have done a much better job on their background checks. And now she's hired, Joanna hired a high-priced and high-powered attorney and plans to sue for defamation. Now, I mean, in this day and age, can't you just about believe anything? Well, the good news is that we're gonna get it straight from the horse's mouth because Joanna is coming here next week. I know. And so we can hear her side of the story from Real Housewives of Miami. All right, so there are two Hollywood blondes talking about what life is like after 40, proving that you get better with age. One is Cameron Diaz. She talked to the November issue of Esquire magazine UK, and she's also the cover girl. And she turned 40 in August, and she said she feels better at 40 than she does at 25. Cameron, yes. I mean, she says that she wasn't drawn to marriage in her 20s and 30s, that she hasn't ruled out having children right now, and she hopes that you know, one day that'll happen for her. What I was hoping for her is that rumor about her dating Tom Cruise. Did you see that in the magazines? I was like, please let this be true. It's so perfect. And I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, they're age appropriate. Tom, are you wearing lifts? Because I know that when Cameron puts on her heels, that she's like 6'2" or 3. Tom. Anyway, I was hoping that it was true that they were dating because they are age appropriate to one another. They've been around Hollywood equally as long. They probably very good at keeping secrets, whether it's one another's or their own. And they know the score, you know, hey, you do what you do, I do what I do, it's all good, and we're married, and that's it. But anyway, that is just a rumor. They are not dating Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz. I know. Either way, I want lasting love for her. I really do. So good luck, Cameron. And now, another blonde lady who's doing a lot of talking about life after 40 is Jenny Garth, friend to our show. She's on the cover of the New People magazine, and she's talking about her divorce. Yeah, you know, she got the divorce from Peter Facinelli. He's been here on our show before. This is while they were still together. I mean, 11-year marriage, Peter Facinelli. It ended in March. They've got 3 or 4 children together. She turned 40 in April, and she says that this year has been a rebirth for her. She said 30 pounds of what she calls dead weight. That was a jab and stab, no doubt, at Peter. And she also shed all the negative baggage. Now, my thing about Jenny Garth is, Jenny, where did you lose 30 pounds? Where were you hiding that weight? I mean, you look good. I thought that it was always what you looked like. She admits that, yes, she's single, but she does want to love and be loved. And, you know, your new revenge body looks really good, Jenny. You'll find love soon. I was just hoping that it was really with Luke Perry, because did you see in the magazines? Her former co-star from 90210, in the magazines, they were together. I was like, oh my gosh, this is it's so good. You know, it's kind of like how Mila and Ashton got together after that 70s show. Or like if you go back to your high school reunion and all of a sudden you see a guy that you used to really like and, you know, you get it on again. So, but that's not true. They're saying that it's not true. We're seeing these pictures of Luke and Jenny, but it's because they're in the process of developing a sitcom together. So it's not always, you know, the vote-o-do when you see an attractive man and woman. Sometimes there is business going on between the pleasure. So it's Paris Fashion Week is going on right now, and Taylor Swift is there. But she's not enjoying the romantic city of lights with her 18-year-old boyfriend, Connor Kennedy, because he's busy trying to get things in check for his junior year in high school. Look, wait a minute. Connor's 18 and he's a junior in high school? I'm not going there, but when I was 18, I was going into my sophomore year in college because my birthday's in July. Wow. In that case, you know what, Connor? I agree with your dad. You really need to stop focusing on the girl and focusing on graduating from high school. There are new reports claiming, though, that Connor's father, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., is not happy with this romance that he's having with Taylor. He feels that his son is neglecting his studies. Gee, you think? And he's distracted by Taylor's constant texting, calls, and emails. Plus, I was reading in one of the magazines this week that Taylor has told Connor, I'll send the private plane for you whenever, so you can be with me wherever around the world. And you know, he's in school up above Massachusetts someplace, you know, like a boarding school or something. But can you imagine you know, this romance going on and Taylor having the money to fuel all of this. Taylor told Marie Claire UK that if she meets the right person, and she said this before, that she falls in love easily. And she goes on to say, it's not my fault if someone gets into a relationship with me and then cheats and I write a song about it. You know what? I have to agree. She puts it out there. This is what she does. What else is she supposed to write about, you know, when you're going in and out of... Anyway, Taylor, I'm sorry to hear about your future in-laws. Connor, please focus and get out of school. Now, you know, The Price is Right is making some really big changes. They're about to, you know, the show was traditionally always had glamorous female models showing off prizes. Well, now they want to add male models. It's an interesting proposition. It's interesting. After a nationwide search, they will announce the winner tomorrow, and these are the 3 finalists. First, there's Nick. That would be my type. I like an olive and a brown hair. Then there's Rob. And then there's Clint. Oh, really? I thought you would choose Clint. Wait, what's wrong with Clint? What's wrong with Clint? He's little? He looks like a little boy? And what's wrong with the one in the middle? The one in the middle's good? Okay, and who would you choose? The one at the top, the middle? The first one, the first one. The first one? The first one, yeah. Well, my thought is that, you know, Price is Right audience, a lot of women, they want some eye candy too. So we were wondering, do male models make better prize showers? So we asked our very own stagehand, John Anderson, to model Wendy store merchandise. Come on out, John. Yay! Oh, John. Let's see our first item. This is a fabulous Wendy Show t-shirt. It has a beautiful V-neck. And now, John, let's move on to that Wendy Show coffee mug. It's good for your coffee or your tea. It's got a nice handle, and it's dishwasher safe. And finally, a Wendy Show sweatshirt. It's soft, and it's cozy, and it's fashionable. Thanks, John. Well, no wonder The Price is Right is using male models. They're good. We've got a terrific show for you. The ladies from the Jersey Shore are here. We've got JWoww, Dina, and Sammy. But up next, we've got 3 outspoken personalities to join me for our Hot Talk panel when we discuss some of the hottest topics of the week. So keep it here. It's time for another dose of this week's most buzzed about hot topics. Please welcome Dr. Ian Smith. Ian is the author of Shred, the Revolutionary Diet. And also welcome the host of the podcast, How Was Your Week, Julie Klausner. We've also got Coco, whose new season of Ice Loves Coco premieres Sunday, October 28th on E! Welcome, everybody. Okay. Let's get started. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the big news this week is that he's doing this memoir, or he's done it already. He admits that he's had several affairs behind Maria's back and a baby with the housekeeper. The book is expected to make tons of money, but according to TMZ, he will not be sharing any of this money with Maria, not one dime. Do you think that Maria deserves to have some of this money? We'll start with you, Coco.
Well, I like Maria. She actually tweeted me, so I like her.
Oh.
Yes. But I'd have to say, no, I don't think she should get the money. When you're in a marriage, you make decisions together. They're not together. If he chooses to do this project, she shouldn't get any money from it.
Well, technically speaking, we don't know that they're back together, so maybe Coco is right.
Well, no, hold on.
I
for a
am
minute.
right.
But the book, but the book is largely, not only, but largely about the marriage and their relationship.
Yes.
She's a large part of that relationship, I think.
Well,
and-
then she should write a book herself.
and, well, but she has
I'm
enough
sure
class.
she will.
She has enough class not to write a book to talk
That's
about her
what I'm talking
affairs.
about.
Right.
Give me a break.
But exactly, and in the interim, he's profiting off of her pain. I think she is entitled to.
Here's the bigger question: why does he need to write a book?
Well,
this
this is
man
what
is
I was
worth
saying.
all this money. I mean, why do you want to hurt your kids more?
We can't really, it's not really that we can count his money, but it's my estimation that Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria, neither one of them need the money from this book. I think it's tasteless that he wrote this book. He's coming off like a real jerk. And whether they're together or not, they haven't divorced yet. I think that she deserves more than 50%, but you know what? The quickest way to tell him, you know, forget you, Arnold, is to not take the money, ask for a divorce, and move on with her life.
I agree.
So we polled our Wendy viewers at wendyshow.com. 72% say Maria deserves a cut. 28% are with you, Coco, saying no, she doesn't.
She's probably trying to set the record straight of what's really going on with his life. It's the only way you can do it. You know, I'm in that mode
Go
in my
do it with a
life.
therapist
It's
behind closed
hard.
doors.
It's hard to explain it to people. That's why he went on 2020. Or whatever.
He went on 60
Six,
Minutes,
yeah,
and he was
66.
so delusional.
And
He
so
said-
smug.
So smug, and he was not sorry. He was sorry he got
Yes.
caught.
Yes.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look.
And he
It's not a good
referred
look.
to the son as like the biggest mistake, the cheating and having the baby with the biggest mistake he's ever made in his life.
Oh, my God.
Referring to that affair, which the outcome was the son. Okay, let's talk about this daddy blogger. Recently caused quite a stir when he admitted that he has a favorite child. He favors one child over the other, and the question is, are most parents the same way, but just won't admit it?
Listen, that's ridiculous.
Father of two, Ian.
Yes, that's ridiculous. Listen, you have different relationships with your kids,
Yes.
okay? Sometimes the chemistry's a little better, but it doesn't mean that you have one that's favorite or the other. And to publicly say this, it's in the internet. It's there forever. These kids are gonna grow up and read this at some
if you
point.
feel it, don't say it.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
If you feel it, don't say it.
Whether or not he's tapping into something universal, whether people do have a favorite child, why are parent bloggers in particular compelled to share everything?
Because we live in the age of too much information.
And I think it's because if they share something that's controversial, they're going to get more hits. And
Yeah.
I don't even know if he I mean, why can't you just write something about how much you love a son without comparing him to the other?
Well, he got a lot of hits, all right. And when the boys grow up, boy, they're going to use this against each other and the parents. I do believe that parents have favorites for different reasons and different occasions. You know, you might be the favorite because you're the boy. You might be the favorite because, you know, you are the, you know, whatever. You know, but I also think it's very tasteless to talk about it or imply it in any way. I remember on the Kardashians, did you see the episode where they were all in therapy and the therapist asked the girls, does Chris, the mother, have a favorite? And the favorite is Kim. And then the therapist said to Kim, do you think you're your mother's favorite? And she was like, yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Like she admitted it, Chris admitted it, the girls admitted it, and I just like, wow. But Chloe, you got the job over at the X Factor.
Well, you know what?
80%, by the way, 80% at wendyshow.com, 80% say yes, parents have a favorite, but never admit it, and 20% say that they think all the same about their kids. I don't believe that.
You know, being a dog mom, though, you know, I mean, you know, because I
Spartacus.
consider my dogs my kids. Since
Is
I don't-
Spartacus your favorite because he's firstborn?
Well, it's a weird thing because I thought Spartacus was going to be my favorite because he was my firstborn.
Yes.
And
You
he's
know,
great at tweeting, by the way. I follow him
He's really
on
good at
Twitter.
tweeting. That's right. He's really fabulous with those pictures that he tweets. But yes, his paws get kind of, you know.
In the way.
Yeah. But I help him out a little bit. But now that I've got Maximus in the house, I thought I was going to favorite Spartacus, but now I don't. I consider them equal as one, and yeah, they have totally, completely different personalities,
can
but
you have
I
more
love them both.
Can you go more testosterone there? I love that. Spartacus and
I know,
Maximus.
right?
I mean, it's like Gladiator. I love
All
it.
right, you guys, let's move on. A woman recently admitted in the news that she's divorcing her husband because she caught him watching porn. The question, Julie, we'll start with you. Is porn a valid reason to break up?
It depends on the porn. If I hear any mooing or neighing, It's representative of, we'll say, a desire that I might not want to indulge.
Okay, let's ask Coco. Is porn a reason to break up a relationship?
No, I think nowadays everybody's trying to divorce each other for some crazy reason.
Yeah.
And I think you should stick together.
Ian?
No matter what.
No, I'm not a porn guy because I'm kind of old school that way, but I believe that for a lot of people, porn may be a way of keeping the marriage together because most women will say they'd rather a guy watch that than go out and actually act on it.
Yeah,
And so
Yeah,
I
but it
think,
depends. Look at this. It depends, though, how much porn he's watching.
Well, that's
because
the
if you're
problem.
watching too
Yeah.
much
There
porn,
are-
you're taking away from me.
There are certain people that
there
can
are
be
porn
addicted.
addicts. I don't
Yes.
think that
Well, Kirk
porn, just
Franklin-
basic
well, I
porn.
shouldn't-
Kirk Franklin
well, he had a
loved
porn. He had a porn problem, but his wife kind of worked with him
Worked
on
through-
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But how much is it obsessive though? Because basically you're taking attention away
Well,
from
we don't
me.
know. We don't know what the lady was saying about the divorce, but in general,
Right.
porn is not, to me, a big issue, and that should be something that's
No.
discussed, and
Right.
before you even get married.
And it's definitely not infidelity. I don't consider it infidelity.
56% of divorces in this country, believe it or not, we found the stats, and not at wendyshow.com. 56% of them involve one party being obsessed with porn. Can you believe that?
That's so
56% of divorces in the country. You think about that, and up next, are we going to go into a commercial, or are we going to? All right. Okay. So up next, okay. The question is, why are so many high school kids going hungry? Michelle Obama, they're blaming you. We'll explain as Hot Talk continues next. Keep it here. Alrighty then. We are doing Hot Talk. Welcome back. My panelists are here. And next I want to talk about these high school students that are protesting the calorie limitations at their schools with the school lunches as a part of Michelle Obama's childhood anti-obesity campaign. And doctor, I'm going to ask you to weigh in on this from a doctor's point of view. The kids are saying that the low-calorie lunches leave them hungry and tired. They made a big video on YouTube that's gotten tons of hits. The question is 850 calories for lunch enough for a high school student?
First of all, in full disclosure, I work on the President's Council, and I work with the First Lady on Let's Move, so I actually am an ambassador for the program. It is more than enough. The sad part of this is that we've been feeding kids so much
Wait,
food.
hold on. This infuriates me
Yes.
because I've been in the fitness world for my whole life.
Okay.
I was a fitness competitor back in the day.
And I eat a lot of food, so I'm qualified to talk
And the
about
thing
food.
is, under 1,000 calories is way too much for growing students.
for a meal? For a
one
single- for a
one
single
meal,
meal?
they're saying.
No.
A single meal. They're
This
saying,
is the lunchtime,
No, this is
850
lunchtime,
calories.
not the whole day.
Oh, for the whole day. But
Right.
you know what? Why don't we focus on physical education instead
Well,
of calories?
we will, but let me say something to you. Our kids are at the highest rates of obesity they've ever been in this country. And it's because that the portions are too big and the calories are too much and lack of physical education.
But what they're also saying is that kids that age, according to stats that we got, high school kids need between 3,000 and 5,000 calories a day, active ones who are running cross country. Now, personally speaking, I would have loved this because I did not need to eat a whole lot, so it would have helped me out. But I think that if your parents are like my parents, a child with obesity issues when we were younger, then you need to deal with that at home and not have your kid have a school lunch. You send them with tuna fish and mustard and a yogurt on the side or something.
That's right. Well, but also, it's a combination of things. It's also not just about the calories, it's also about the exercise. And it's a shame in this country
That's what
that
it's
they've
about.
taken
It's
taken
exercise.
gym out of schools
That's
because of
true.
transfusions. That's nonsense.
That is true. And
Let's
also,
move.
they've taken recess out of school for a lot of the younger kids.
I also don't think it's Michelle Obama's fault that these
Right.
kids are tired in high school. I think maybe there's some sugar withdrawal. I think kids
I
are
think
up
they-
all night IMing with their friends.
And they
don't get
run out of
enough
house
sleep.
and they don't eat breakfast and they
Yeah.
run out with a wet hair and stuff.
And that's how is that Michelle's fault?
Well, they have to blame somebody. Anyway, listen, quickly, there's a new study that finds that we perceive men with shaved heads as being more manly. Now, let me just say this. Let me just say this. I love a bald man with a big nose. There's something to me about a big nose that is just, ooh.
I can grow a nose.
But I think bald is confident. I think it's sexy. What do you think?
You know what it goes back to? Telly Savalas and Kojak.
Yes.
Because everyone felt like, he was strong and tough. And I gotta tell you, people think that I'm that I...
Say it.
I got a little swagger.
I think it's two things. I think that men who are balding naturally have more testosterone than other men, and shaving it indicates that you're willing to make a choice. And women love a guy that makes decisions, that owns aging
Especially
gracefully.
a bold choice like that.
Well, and not to mention, on occasion, you get a clean-shaven bald guy. He kind of looks too.
Oh, and wait, one more. Coco, what do you think? Now, Ice-T's gotten rid of the ponytail.
Yeah.
He's got a very short hair now.
He just got later into his mature years, and he didn't want to be typecast as the pimp all the time. So he took off the do, and he's now a military. He calls it the military cut.
Would you be fine if he went totally bald?
Well, he's almost bald. I mean, it's very close. I mean, he shaves it to there's a nub.
The nub.
Yeah.
I like that you're getting older and you're not doing the comb over.
Yeah.
You're not getting
That's
a
the worst thing.
pee.
Cut it off. It's okay. Cut it off.
All right, I want to thank all my panelists for being here and talking this hot talk with us. I absolutely love it. For more information about our panelists, go to wendyshow.com. Still ahead, the ladies from the Jersey Shore. But up next, it's time for Ask Wendy. Keep it here. Welcome back, everybody. It's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy.
I got it.
Name is.
Oh, you're shaking like a leaf. Oh, don't be nervous.
I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. How you doing?
How you doing?
My name is Lynn, and I'm getting married in December. And I wrote a picture along with my wedding dress for you to see.
Okay.
It's a elegant, long satin wedding dress.
There it is. It's beautiful. I like
Thank
the
you.
ruching.
Thank you so much. And it's again a simple, elegant dress, and I'm wondering how I should accessorize, or rather, should I accessorize or not? And I'm looking forward to hearing your advice.
I would say something as simple as possible around your neck, like a simple something white, whether it's silver or gold. And if you're Jewish, maybe a Star of David. If you're Catholic, then maybe you get a cross. Something simple, or get a heart. You can get something as as extravagant as going to a big department store, or as small and inexpensive as Claire's. Go to Claire, and then the bracelet, something simple. But the dress is really beautiful. Just make sure you have a nice veil and good makeup.
Right?
Good.
Super
Congratulations.
advice. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. How you doing?
How you doing? I'm great, Wendy. It's my birthday today.
Happy birthday. Thanks for coming
Wendy.
here.
Thank you. So, Wendy, my question to you is, I've been wearing the same lipstick shade for some time now, and I wanted your suggestion on what should be my next lipstick or gloss shade that I would like to go into.
That would be the shade that you have on here?
Yeah, something in this family of mocha is what I
How
like.
many years have you been in a rut?
About 3 years.
About 3 years she's been wearing the same lipstick. Oh my, I couldn't imagine. Well, I saw that you had this question for me, so my makeup artist, Morel, has prepared a host of palettes for you. And I was thinking, here's day, weekend, and evening. I'm gonna leave these for you, and you try them out, and then Facebook me back and tell me what you think, okay? Here, turn it around this way. There you go.
Thank you.
Very well.
Thank you very much.
It's easy to be stuck in a rut. Hopefully this will break it for you. You guys keep it here. Up next from the Jersey Shore, Jay, Wow, Dina, and Sammy Sweetheart. Our next guests have been fist-pumping sensations with plenty of drama, hookups, and GTL. And now they're back in Seaside for the big farewell season. Take a look.
We're all having a great day, with the girls, and out of nowhere, Dina breaks down.
Is it Chris? My son.
Yeah, I just feel like it's only the second day. Okay, but you really like him, and it's understandable. Dude, I feel the same way. It's hard.
In the past, me and Jenny would come to the shore and we're like, oh, everybody's my boyfriend, and Dean always makes fun of us. And she's like, oh, these girls are boyfriends, I just want to go out and have fun. And now Dina understands what me and Jenny have been feeling when we're away from our boyfriends.
Please welcome the ladies from MTV's Jersey Shore. It's Jay, Wow, Dina, and Sammy. Well, first of all, congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you.
I have to say, that is a big J wow.
Yes.
Here, can you hold it so our cameraman right here can take a look at it?
Blinding.
It's blinding and gorgeous. I was showing it the other day on Hot Topics. I was saying, where is she going to put her band?
I know, I have
It's
no
fabulous.
idea.
So, your fiance came through. Now, will you be having children soon?
I'd like to. In like a year or two, yeah.
That's a big J wow. You want a boy or a girl?
I want a boy first.
Yeah, yeah. To play with Lorenzo.
Yeah. And to protect a little sister.
Yes. Have you guys all had your separate times with Snooki and Lorenzo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, off TV. 'Cause-
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little
He's
nugget.
adorable.
He's
Yeah.
so precious.
He's
And
beautiful.
Nicole's like the perfect mother. She really, it
You
just
know
came
what?
natural.
She's amazing.
I've seen, and she's also very attractive with the hair up like that and everything. I know that she would come through. I was talking, like even here on Hot Topics when we talk about it, and people were questioning whether she'd be a good mother or not, and I said, she'll come through.
It's amazing once you have a baby, like how, like your whole life
Yeah.
changes. And her and her husband, well,
Soon to be.
soon to be
Yeah,
husband
soon to be
Gianni, are such great parents to
Yeah.
Lorenzo. It shocks me. It's amazing, and I'm so happy for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, Dina, you look great. You've
thank
lost
you.
weight, or is it an optical illusion? I can't tell.
No, I lost weight. I actually don't weigh myself, but probably around 15 pounds, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look terrific.
Thank you.
And Sammy, you and Ronnie are living together.
Yeah, this season we have our ups and downs, but we pulled through, and we are so happy. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Things are perfect. It's different than when you're filming, but things are perfect right now. We're living together.
Do you think that the pressures of being on a popular reality show added extra drama to your relationship, whereas now you can just be the two of you?
I mean, we've been together for now 3 years, on and off. So I think just everything being on TV with the cameras, no computers, no cell phones, no like outside world. You are forced to be with each other every single day, work together. It's a little stressful. So there's a whole bunch of peer pressures that happen, but at the end of the day, like we always stick it through, and we are always. He's like my best friend, so
Yeah.
it's like we make it work.
Now, Dina, your boyfriend Chris, you guys are still together, yes?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we are. We're still together, going strong. He's like my biggest supporter.
Do you
so.
live together?
We don't live together yet, but we definitely do want to get a place like in the future. We're just taking our time.
Yeah. Now, the relationship all the relationships that you guys built in the Jersey Shore house, in my mind, I picture you all being friends forever, kind of like high school, except you're older, so you're not going off to college. You can actually be friends forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely went through an experience
Yeah.
that nobody else could, understand.
Yeah, there's
So.
like only certain jokes that we get, certain phrases,
Yeah.
like, talking about the days, like I can't go to Roger and she can't go to Chris and be like, oh, you remember this? Or,
Yeah.
buddy, or awkward, or things like that.
What
We made
people
up in
don't
the house.
realize is we actually do hang out outside of the
Yeah.
show. We get together, like they work out. We'll go to dinner with our boyfriends, so fiance.
I like
Go
that.
to lunch.
So
we go to
yeah,
the
That's
salon.
what I imagined in my head. Let me ask you, in the house, did you guys see all the bad signs that the situation was going through pertaining to his addiction and now subsequent sobriety? Did you see that he had a problem?
The house, I would say.
he was. It was weird. Like he would be moody and in his own
Yeah.
world sometimes. So
Sleeping
we
a
would be
lot.
like, "What's with you?
Like the
what's
camping,
with you?"
that one on
Weird.
season 5,
Yeah.
that was weird.
Yeah.
And then
He would
was
just act weird.
He would
and
act weird
We wouldn't
when he's
understand
and he
why.
slept a lot, and that's the other thing
lot.
we don't understand.
We didn't know what was going on.
But
Truthfully.
honestly, we are so proud of him.
Yeah.
Like we
He's
can.
Yeah.
doing great.
So now for this, but now for this series finale, he's doing the whole finale, this whole season sober.
yeah.
Did you find him trying to sneak anything at any given
No.
point?
I loved Mike this season.
He was awesome.
He's better sober.
He was great.
Yeah,
Good.
totally
Great.
awesome.
I think
Good.
everybody that started not liking Mike will learn to love him
Yeah,
again.
they'll love him
Yeah.
all over again.
Yeah. Now, Sammy, I'm sorry, JWoww, your wedding to Roger is coming up, and we were reading that you want all the Jersey Shore girls to be your bridesmaids, and you want your boobs on display.
Yeah, I want like a ballroom gown dress, but I want like a ball gown dress.
Yeah.
boobies.
Are you
I
gonna
can't hide them.
Do you want to get married in New Jersey?
No, I want to take my whole entire wedding, like 500 people, to Vegas, and do like an insane
nice.
Vegas party.
And then you have another season coming up with you and Snooki.
Yep.
And so that's always good. And Dina and Sammy, I wish you well. We'll be watching everybody. Thank you, Jersey Shore girls, for being here. The season premiere of the final season of Jersey Shore is tonight at 10 on MTV. Up next, we're gonna have our audience eye candy of the day. Keep it here. Welcome back. You know, this season 4 is just as phenomenal as ever. My studio audience is the most fashionable on daytime TV, bar none. And so now it's time to announce the audience eye candy of the day. This is an audience member that really caught my eye with their style, and today's winner is Megan Moffat. Come on down. Yeah, I like it, Megan. I like it. They can come out here so we can really get a shot of your outfit. First of all, the orange caught my eye. I like how you paired it with the gold. I like the length of it, and I love your nude shoe. Tell us about your outfit. Where'd you get everything?
Well, first of all, how you doing?
How you doing?
My dress is the designer auditions from a boutique in Hoboken called Townhouse, $52.
Good.
The necklace, boutique in Manhattan, $15.
Perfect.
Bracelet, boutique in Hoboken, Bella Row, $30.
Perfect.
And last but not least, the best of all, the shoes.
Yes.
Mark Fisher in Macy's, $60. Got it on sale for $32.
Perfect. Megan, that's why I'm gonna give you our How You Doing Diva fan. For more information on Megan's style, go to wendyshow.com. Keep it here, we'll be right back. Look, right? They're good, hot. Welcome back, everybody. I want to thank today's guest and, of course, my studio audience tomorrow. From the new Lifetime movie Steel Magnolias, Alfre Woodard and Jill Scott will be here, and the very funny comedian ventriloquist Jeff Dunham. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Bye.